Hey everyone, a very good evening. I hope you all had a wonderful day. And this is Parag again, this time with Me Time Talk with Parag, with a beautiful short story today for all of you, with a key message and a beautiful learning for all of you, which will definitely help you in growth in your professional and official life. So, today's story I will say how to be very convenient with your colleague, how to avoid unnecessary official politics, and enjoy a peaceful and independent, happily and blissful office hours. Right? So the story is like this. My mom once shared the story. So today's story title is My Mom's Says. So the story is like this. It's during those days when I just summer vacation from my college during my UG periods, and I used to travel to my hometown, where my mom will of course prepare delicious food for me. And apart from that, in the evening session when I'll be sitting with her, in our apartment balcony, so she used to say some kind of insights to me, as she thought that helped me in a way to find and find my path, and what do you say projected and kind of plan for the future planning in a proper way, so that I'll have a peaceful life and all. So my mom once mentioned, the story is like this. When my mom was in school, then colleges, so they were living in a particular part of Odisha. It's called Barahampur. So in her place there was a person named Dinabandhu. So this kind of name would have been given to people lived in Odisha. So Dinabandhu was a person who used to work in his own farm. In his farm has a big land where he cultivates rice, wheat, lots of vegetables, and he supplies to the nearby town for sale. Apart from these vegetations, Dinabandhu has a big farm for egg, a big pond for fisheries, and a big shed for cows and bullock carts for milking and what you call plowing kind of stuff as well. So as Dinabandhu was doing really good, earning a good amount and making his life along with his family a very good quality, so he was very much focused on his work and always tried to give little more comparison to the previous day, which was a bit of weird to the other people who were staying nearby to him in his community, because Dinabandhu was too much indulged in the competitive age, so he was not even spending time with his neighbor or relatives in a proper way, in terms of communication, in terms of sharing some feelings, in terms of attending parties and other stuff. So that's create a big hindrance in terms of relationship between Dinabandhu and his relatives and friends and neighbors. So as a result of that, what happened one day, Dinabandhu belongs to Barahampur. In Barahampur, one day a big thunderstorm has come, which was there for 2 to 3 days, and everything got destroyed, of course, what Dinabandhu was having in his paddy land. So now Dinabandhu was alone, and he needs a support from the people who can support him in kind of reconstruct not only his residence, but also some kind of supportive machineries and supportive infrastructures for his plowing and land and farming as well. But unfortunately, due to his strictness in their work and extreme indulgence in his work, that kind of habit, nobody liked him and everybody started to make a distance from him. So that made Dinabandhu was so frustrated. Finally, Dinabandhu asked his family member to support him, and they all together, after facing lot of challenges and difficulties, they come up with a good outcome and good recovery plan for that particular thunderstorm. After these particular happenings, Dinabandhu has learned it's not at all possible to live their life and live anyone's life to be super indulged in their small, packet of surrounding uh, for yourself. We need society's help at some point of time. So what's wrong from the very beginning to make a relationship with them in terms of passing a smile, asking their well-being, talk to them. In this way, we'll have a healthy environment, stress-free environment, and of course a good society presence surrounding us, which will give you mental and physical support whenever we need. So with this story, my mom told, see, you have to be followed whatever I'm saying in terms of these particular stories. Dinabandhu, don't behave like the Dinabandhu the way he told. Don't indulge so much in your work so that you will be starting ignoring your colleagues. That will create a big hindrance, an unhealthy environment in your workplace. You should be familiarized, you should be friendly with your colleague and among your friends wherever you are residing as well, so that you will be feeling happy and secure whenever you want help in your life. When I heard this particular story from my mom, then I was thinking how to match this particular concept, being peaceful and happy, to my work-life balance. Let me tell you one thing. When one person are being too much of competitive, forget about competitive from others, he is in a mood to compete against himself to perform better in comparison to the previous day, then that person is moving towards a competitive arena where only stress, not kind of stressful times without any happiness will be generating. So to handle it, the recommendation would be you create a very friendly environment with your colleague and with your co-workers, even though they are creating negative surroundings, negative pathways for you. You need to make sure the positivity that you are building and you are having in your path, that will not create any kind of problem for your growth and your happiness. If you will feel always happy and if you will feel always positivity, even though your co-workers and your colleagues or any superiors are creating a lot of challenges for you, they can't beat your happiness and peace. And that is the first step towards the successful life. And for me, successful life means do whatever you love to do, and second, be happy whichever situation you are into. Let me share one messages that I come across when I was just reading something. In 1922, Einstein had visited Japan for his one research work. So he happened to stay in a hotel and Marriott, and when the bellboy came and offered whatever the food for the evening they have served, cooked for that day, and he was expecting some kind of tips from Mr. Einstein. But unfortunately, in that evening, Einstein forgot to keep cash in his wallet. So, what he had done, such an intelligent person, he had written one very priceless message in one paper and passed it to that bellboy and asked him, don't miss this paper. Whenever you will feel stress, just open it and read it. This is the truth in the universe that will give you strength in any situations. Now, after that incident, after this many years, the last year, this message and this sheet of paper has been sold. You know the amount of that particular sheet of message? It was 1.5 million US dollar. And of course, you would be curious to know what kind of message that Einstein has written in that paper, which is the secret of the universe that has been sold in a big amount. Let me tell you that. The message was like this: A calm and modest life brings more happiness than the constant pursuit of success combined with constant restlessness. That means a peaceful mind and a peaceful life is key to success. Now I'll give one practical example from my life. 2019 October, I have purchased one Casio wristwatch which was around 11,000 rupees for that particular model. When I was planning to purchase that wristwatch, I was completely restless. When I'll have a kind of deposit to purchase this watch, what kind of model I'm going to watch? No, this kind of model I have seen same one person in my office is wearing this. I will purchase it better than this. That kind of tension, unnecessary botheration I was having in my mind. When I purchased it, after that I have worn it to my office, and after that I lost interest in that watch. Now when I am realizing the word from this message from Einstein, what he's saying, the pursuit of success combined with constant restlessness it will be the cause for tension and stress. What I was experiencing when I did not purchase a Casio wristwatch, but when I purchased it, now I'm happy. I'm not hardly using that wristwatch though, because my need has fulfilled, which is not in a proper way to perceive or approach to any task. The same way, once an interviewer asked Jim Carrey, the famous actor, that what kind of message you want to give to the youth or to the globe. Now Jim Carrey says, I wish that everybody could be rich and famous, it's kind of a big way, so that they can see for themselves that they can see that is nothing. I mean, that is not the proper answer, that happiness means success and price. Happiness means a peace of mind, and that drives your success. So I hope this message will definitely help you in terms of how you are going to handle your office politics, how you will be handling your shocks that you are getting from your office and the colleagues. Always stay in the peaceful mind with joyful situation to enjoy a blissful moment of each and every moment in your life. And that success factor will definitely defeat all your competitors, all your enemies, and all those workers and co-workers who are creating unhealthy scenario, unhealthy environment surrounding you each and every day in your office arena. So with this message, I like to break my talk and give rest to my tongue. With this message, I hope you all the very best and all the very success in your life. Stay safe, stay at home. Good night. Bye-bye.